speaking of dead corpses, the unfortunate news about Marvel signing deals to use Stan Lee's likeness. Yeah, just kind of an unfortunate turn of it. Now, I know this stuff happens, occasionally, but I don't know. It wouldn't seem it wouldn't seem so bad if they weren't so bad with his properties. Like, it almost seems like now that they're like sticking their finger in the wound, and there's nothing we can do about it because Stan's gone, and now they're just going to use and abuse whatever his likeness is. There's literally nothing we can do about it at this point. So it's pretty depressing to see.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I just feel like they're gonna use and abuse him for they're gonna use his corpse to promote their god awful crap.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I read a lot of stories of how he was treated the last couple of years, and Marvel and a lot of other companies definitely propped him up, dragged him around, abused him, accused him of things. He wasn't even cold when Me Too stuff started up against him.
Yeah.
Like, sadly, because of contractual stuff he got into with the side company he did, I think it was POW Entertainment and other things, like they already had his likenesses. But Marvel showed as soon as he was gone, they like forced Stan with things he had nothing to do with. And I had read one of the main articles on this, and the estate and everything else, they're unapologetic. They are going to do this. They've been doing it with his Twitter account, promoting political and side things that he had nothing to do with. It's gonna get grotesque.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a big backlash, I think.
And is this the point where we got to start not and this is the unfortunate part of the whole changing how things go is you vote with your dollar. So do we stop viewing things that we enjoy because stuff is that the only alternative to stuff like this, is how we tell them enough is enough?
I think that kind of is what we have to go for. Maybe not go full cold turkey, but at least start minimizing how much you give them.
I don't even know if that's necessarily true. We've seen properties and various things fail for years that are underfunded. I mean, you can kind of talk about this in kind of this particular corner of the internet, but movies and properties have been failing, but you've got people in charge right now that they ignore it because they've got something they want to do, or they have something they want to exploit. Like, properties failing in some regards is a lot, but noise seems to be effective a lot more lately than dollar signs. We've seen a lot more lately if people rise up and kind of go, no, this is unacceptable. And especially if you know beforehand. It's one thing if you like Marvel movies, you want to go see it because there's actors or various things you like. Like, some people will disagree with me on that, but people need to be able to, they want entertainment. They should be able to want to see what they want to see, have their own opinions.
Right.
We're not going to know these weird cameos until it happens. We're not going to know this is going on until you go to see the next Spider-Man movie or an X-Men movie that comes out, if it's still even allowed to be called X-Men. And you're sitting in there, and all of a sudden Stan shows up, and there's some program recorded his voice and does the deep fake where they have his face and he's saying something different, or he shows up as a character. We won't know until afterwards. And a lot of people want to see the stuff day one. And if that happens and you don't like it, say something.
Right.
And other people will not go see it. And if the noise is enough between boycotting or disagreeing or getting angry, that's going to make studios or various people maybe pay attention. But again, we live in a world where it's hard to tell. Sometimes movies can fail and they'll make a sequel to it. Look at Halo. You've got to fight with the tools you have on you. either with
Yeah.
money or with voice or whatever.